Hey y'all, welcome to the channel. It's the other half of the Williams. Today we're going to be talking about something real, something I've dealt with for years. It's PCOS. If you ever feel like your body, your hormones are fighting each other, fighting you, this video is for you. So sit back and relax and stay tuned. I feel like people hear the word PCOS and automatically think it sits on your ovaries. They don't understand it. So let me explain it to y'all the Williams way. Basically, it's just, I've learned that it's a metabolic hormonal disorder. It's more of the metabolic. It's not even really your ovaries, but your hormones make your ovaries act up. Like, that's what I've heard doing research. I'm not no scientist. I'm not no doctor. That's just what, if y'all see me looking down at my phone, it's because I'm doing bullet points. But they beat, like, your hormones and your ovaries beef. Like, you could be trying to function, your body's trying to function, and they're gonna say, no girl, not today. And it shows up differently for every single woman. It's not the same for no woman. It's always different. And I say that because I had a person I was venting, telling my struggles, because I have a lot of people on social media that go through the same thing that I go through. Friends, family, classmates, whatever. And somebody shared my post being petty and said, well, I took the supplements that I needed to take and I ended up pregnant and I learned not to vent to anybody and all this and that. And I'm like, wait a minute. Just because that's your story don't mean that that's going to be mine. So don't do that. So that threw me for a loop. But let me get back to my notes. So I'm going to tell y'all some of the symptoms that I have. Fatigue. I'm so tired. I can get rest. I'm just, it's fatigue. There's never enough rest for me. Every time I eat, after I eat, I look 12 months pregnant. Not 9, not 10, 12 months. So it's like the bloat is insane. You can see it in some of the other videos. I'm a big girl, don't get me wrong. But the way my stomach does, it literally looks like I'm pregnant. Mood swings. I feel for my poor husband sometimes because one minute I'm happy, I'm excited, and then the next it's just like, I don't know what or why it changes, but it changes. I get cold a lot. I'm always cold. I'm at work, I'm cold. If I'm moving around, I'm okay, but I'm cold. My biggest thing is that I crave sweets like no other. But I'm trying to find, like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all, but I rewarded myself because I done lost 12 pounds. But I'm not gonna eat the whole bag. And I got a small bag. But that's my biggest downfall, the sweets. Do y'all ever get random pain? Like, I be thinking that I'm finna start my cycle. And then sometimes I think it's implantation pain. Like, it's crazy. It's insane. It comes out of nowhere. And then, like, one minute, I can be, like, ready to do stuff. and it's like my energy just falls like literally at the snap of a finger. And I don't understand that. I really don't. If y'all hear these cars and trucks in the background, I'm sorry. We live right next to a road. We live right next to a railroad. So I got my mic on. It's supposed to cancel out noise, so we're gonna see. I'm gonna just tell y'all this section 2, what I'm going into, it's about my actual PCOS story. So I'm gonna read it. It says, I want to tell y'all my real story because my PCOS journey started way earlier than I ever realized. I started menstruating when I was 9 years old. 9. I was still a kid trying to figure out, you know, school stuff that I'm sitting here literally at 9 years old. I will never forget, I was in 4th grade. And yeah, so it came a bit early for me. Um, and like, I'm a kid, but now it's like I'm already going through these grown woman stages. Um, and y'all, every time I went to the doctor, it was about like I had bad hearing problems, I had bad kidney issues, I ended up having to have my appendix taken out. And every time I went to the doctor, y'all, it literally was just about, oh, you need to lose weight. But I'm gaining weight like an insane amount so quick. And as a kid, you think your metabolism is up pretty okay. Um, I just never I don't guess it never don't. The doctor that I had, I'm not gonna say I hate her, but I cannot I gotta find it in my heart to forgive her because she was one of those doctors that was literally, hold on y'all. She was literally this big, like on purpose. Like, I'm not saying that I'm not dissing nobody, I'm not trying to body shame, but I'm literally just saying like this is how big she was. And she's looking at me like, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. I mean, she made me cry. That's how harsh it was. Me saying you need to lose weight is not doing it justice. Like, she was mean. And nobody ever wondered, like, my mom thought she was doing something wrong. Nobody ever questioned why. I think they sent me to the endocrinologist like once. 17, I had enough. Went to the OBGYN, got diagnosed, PCOS. But to be real, y'all, I didn't know what this was. What the doctor told me was my body makes too much testosterone. That's the only thing she said to me. And gave me birth control, gave me metformin. It was literally like, here you go. That's it. So it was no conversation, it was no guidance, none of that. Mind y'all, I'm 26 now, so that was 9 years ago. Don't get me wrong, I had started doing like a personal training class type thing. Me and she used to be my best friend. We started doing, it was me, my mom, her mom, her aunt, her cousin. It was a few more people. And her cousin, he was actually like, he went to school for this. So I had ended up losing like 40, 50 pounds on the metformin, eating right, changing my diet. But I still didn't have no guidance, and I had just got like fed up. So I stopped doing right, which I mean it's kind of my fault, but is it really? It is, but at the same time, when you that young and you feel like, why are you having to take this medicine every day? You ain't getting no explanation or whatever. So part of it is my fault. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I didn't know if I stopped taking the medicine that it was gonna make things worse for me. So let me fast forward to I was 19. I met a person that I don't care for. I don't care to speak on him, but it's a person from the past that was an abuser. Um, Ended up getting pregnant, but I miscarried. Y'all, that miscarriage was so traumatizing for me. Like, it was awful. So I'm gonna bring that back up. Y'all just remember 19, pregnant, miscarried. Okay. So section 3, I'm gonna bring up the struggles I deal with on a day-to-day basis. So it ain't grew out enough, but y'all see how I done broke out from waxing my chin. I hate feeling like I look like a dude. I don't look like a dude, but when this hair grows out and this grows out, it just it blows me away. And it's like I wax, I don't shave it, but when I wax, I try to let it grow out for a week to 2 weeks. And I just be wanting to tell people, don't look at me right now because I'm in between waxes. And yeah. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Weight loss, trying to lose weight. Y'all literally, I know since me and my husband been together, I've gained 30 pounds. Um, but like after that miscarriage, when I went through that, I didn't have a care in the world anymore. I didn't care if I really, y'all, if I lived or died. So gained a bunch of weight, and now it's so hard to get it off. But we're gonna give myself a round of applause because I went to the doctor today and got my pap, and I have lost 12 pounds the past 2 weeks. So we're gonna clap it up for me. But that's with being on the GLP-1. I'm gonna get to that after in a little while. Irregular periods, y'all. My period is just like non-existent. Like, it's crazy because I'm like, I know I'm supposed to be flowing. Why am I not flowing? So it's that. And then you gotta think, like, when that's not happening, that just messes your whole body up. Like, literally. Your hormones are everywhere, your emotions are everywhere. And like half the time my husband be asking me what's wrong, and I'll be like, I don't know how to explain to you what I'm feeling right now because I can't even tell you in words what I'm feeling right now. Like sometimes I feel rage, I feel depressed, I feel sad, I feel nervous. Like it's so much. But it's like I don't want to get put on anxiety medicine. I don't want to get put on no more medicine than I'm already on. Um and the biggest one for me is the fertility because I yearn to be a mom. Um I love my nieces and nephews, but it's like in my family, people let me get close to their kids and then they strip them away from me. So I just want, I yearn to be a mother. Like I want to go through the pregnancy. I want to push the baby out. I want to be able to give my husband a child. We want to build a family together. Like that's the biggest thing. And I know it's not on my time, it's on God's time. So I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but it's just like I want to be able to have our own kid, so nobody can ever strip away our kid. Like, no. And that hurts, and it's just grief after grief after grief. So it's like, no. Um, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. I know somebody might need to hear it. Every woman's body is different. Everybody's PCOS journey is different. We're learning. I've been learning. There's multiple diagnoses of PCOS. So everybody's struggle is different. You know, somebody might not necessarily struggle with gaining weight, but they struggle with fertility. Or somebody might not struggle with the mood swings, but they struggle with the fertility. Like, it's just different. They might not have irregular cycles. Um, and I'm gonna read this. Some women lose weight, some women gain weight. Some women have regular cycles. Some go months without one. Some get pregnant easy. Some are still waiting on that moment. But none of that means you're doing anything wrong. A lot of times we compare ourselves to women online. They don't share our hormones, they don't share our genetics, our symptoms, or our bodies. Your journey is always yours. And what works for someone, like what I'm telling y'all or what I'm going to tell y'all works for me, it might not work for you. That's okay. Like, I'm learning my body each and every day. I'm learning more and more. Don't ever think you behind. Don't think that you're broken. You just have a different path. And just because it's different does not mean that it is less. So, well, I really already told y'all how it affects my life. But a lot of people don't talk about how it affects your mind, like what you really go through. You think I wanted to be married, be 26, not having any kids, and all I hear all the time is within a year, such and such was pregnant, such and such was this, and I'll never forget one of my old co-workers. She was like, well, after I lost 30 pounds, I instantly got pregnant. And it's just like, you don't understand how that's throwing a shot at me. So I just was like, from now on, I told my husband, I sat down, I said, if I talk to anybody, it's going to be somebody that goes through sort of, kind of the same thing I go through. I'm not telling anybody else nothing. I'm not venting. Like, no. Because although you say you understand how I feel, you really don't. So I'm just gonna tell y'all what I do, what I'm doing right now to manage. I went to the doctor, went to the OBGYN, and they weighed me. I'm not comfortable with that yet, telling y'all, but when I get to a comfortable space, I'll, they weighed me. And my doctor, I like her because she's not small. She's not big, but she's not small either. And she's on her own weight loss journey. And you can tell when a doctor is judging you and when they're not. Like even my regular PCP, it's no judgment there. But anyways, so what I'm doing to manage, wait. Sorry, y'all, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, I went to the OBGYN and she had put me on birth control a minute ago, and I stopped taking it because of how bad it was making me clot, because I thought something was wrong. Well, we were supposed to go back, me and my husband, lost the coverage that we had, and we had just got coverage back. So I was like, it's time for me to, get on my P's and Q's about my health. Well, I went. That's all that. Make a long story short, I went, and she said that I'm going to have to be on birth control for at least 6 months, trying to get that to regulate my cycles. After my cycles regulate, then we can talk about putting me on something else. Within those 6 months, I got a window to lose some more weight. So then maybe once I get on down back where I want to be, then we can talk about trying to get on the fertility drugs. Because I told her I don't want to be big like this trying to have a baby. I don't want to be skinny. That's not my goal, to be skinny. But I don't want to be this big trying to have a baby, because I don't want to put our child at risk for anything, or me. So, but what I'm doing, I try to eat PCOS friendly as much as possible. I really just do protein, carb, vegetable. That's all I do. That's all I can do. I cannot, I'm picky anyway. So that's all I can do. But if you like other stuff, you can look up PCOS diets. I can send y'all, I can post the link. I'll post some links in the description box of PCO friendly diets. But me, I just do protein, carb, vegetable. I try to get a lot of protein in though. So like when I get to work, I work 6 to 6. When I get to work at 6, I have a little bit of a window. So I eat my high protein oatmeal, and then I drink a high protein shake. Sometimes I get a banana, sometimes not, because I get heartburn. And then I snack, but it's protein snacks, like some with peanut butter or something like that. And then when I get to lunch, I eat my lunch, and then when I get home, I might drink another protein. But y'all, this terzepatide, it make me not want to eat nothing. Like nothing. The supplements I take are, I have these. I take these 1 a day. Or is it 2 a day? 2 a day. I do the Myo Inositol. Hold on, I'll show y'all the brand. Sorry, y'all, I'm back. This brand of the Myo Inositol, showed y'all the prenatal, and then this vitamin D3. These I take 4 a day. If you get a 120, that's enough for a month. So, I take ashwagandha every now and again. It just depends on if I feel myself. I'm doing everything to learn about my fertility. Like I said, right now I'm focusing on the birth control pills, trying to get my cycles to come back. If the birth control does not work, then I will be going to go back to the OBGYN. And yeah. Patience is key, but patience is not easy. So I try to be patient. I try to, tell myself this is just a bump in the road. Things will get better. And controlling your stress is one of the biggest factors. Like, that's what I have a hard time with, because I stress so easily. But all that added stress doesn't make your PCOS any better, because I think I'm learning that they said that a lot of it is trauma/stress related. And like when your cortisol It's the stress hormone. When it's up, it makes you gain weight and all that. So it's a lot to play with it that plays into PCOS. The ashwagandha though, it helps the cortisol. If not, I don't know what it's a bunch of supplements. I'm just gonna put them all in the description box. Anyway, uh give yourself grace. Like, I said I wasn't gonna eat this whole pack of these, but I did. But they're only 180 calories, so that just knocks off some of the calories that I have had for the day. So I'm good. But give yourself grace. I mean, you're gonna slip up, you're gonna mess up, you're gonna, backslide. Like, me and my husband just started a weight loss journey maybe 4 months ago, and I just said forget it. I stopped taking my weight loss medicine, and I ended up gaining weight. I ended up gaining more than my first starting weight. So it's just like I said, it's a process. It's not easy. It's you know um and rest when you can. If you need rest, rest. Like, I've taken off work this past week. I'm normally only off 3 days. Well, I was off 4 days, and then this coming up week I'm gonna be off 5 days, and then at the end of next month I'm gonna be off 5 days again. Cause I'm trying to get rest with my body so that I'm not so stressed. Because my job is very just my job in jail. I'm not talking about like my actual place of work. I'm just saying like what I do, my profession is it can be draining. It can be, it can get to you. But I love my patients. Um so my message to y'all, anybody dealing with PCOS, women in general, but I'm speaking on PCOS right now, and I know the struggle because I face it myself. You're strong, you're beautiful, you're not broken. Your journey might be different, but it's still powerful. We're all learning, struggling, healing, and growing together. This right here is a safe space. I'm not gonna bash you. I'm not gonna do none of that because, like I said, we might not have the same, you know, symptoms or whatever, but we're all on this journey together. I'm pretty sure we've all felt the same way one time or another. So my my like me and my husband do videos together, but my platform, or this, I'm not gonna even say it's a platform because we ain't got no. Anyway, what I post, I'm there for anybody. Women, men, children, whoever. I'm there for battered women, battered men, women, men, whoever. I don't care. But I just say that women with PCOS right now because that's just the video. So I just wanted to clarify. And if I could tell you anything, you don't have to do your journey alone. I know that this is like virtual or whatever, but you don't have to do your journey alone. I mean, I got my husband here with me and my family. Well, my mom and dad. But, like, it's okay. It's okay if you don't feel like you got anybody. If you don't feel like you got anybody, you got me. I have my social medias on here. Feel free to shoot me a DM or whatever. Women with PCOS. Um, I just want to thank y'all. If you watch, thank y'all for watching and let me open up today. Because, like I told my husband, I said, I've been wanting to do a video like this because I feel like I could reach somebody, or somebody who would understand me or somebody might need to hear it, might be at their last bit of hope, and just might need to hear this. But y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna be doing, me and my husband are gonna do family stuff and like vlogs and stuff like that. But I'm gonna have, you ever see It's the Other Half of the Williams? It's probably gonna be me talking about my weight loss, stuff going on in my journey and stuff like that. Or maybe him talk about my husband's a diabetic, but he's doing good. But yeah, y'all just like, comment, subscribe. If you got any struggles, if you got any tips you want to tell me, comment them. I'm open. I'm all open ears. But I'm gonna post in the description box a link to PCOS friendly meals. There's an app. I cannot think of the app, but it's like, say you go in the store and you see some chips and you're wanting to get PCOS friendly chips. They have apps and everything for that stuff now. I don't use it, me personally, because I know, like, back when I was first starting my journey, I just picked back up. All right, y'all. This is my husband. He wanted to talk about he's my partner, my husband, so he can speak on like things he sees and how it is for him to help me deal with everything. So I'm gonna pass the mic to him.
So, you guys, it's been very hard for me to sit there and see my wife go through these multiple, I won't say episodes, but like when she going through multiple things, like I don't know what's wrong with her. She don't know what's wrong with her. I be feeling scared because I don't know what's wrong with her. What can I do to help? Like, guys, if your wife got PCOS, please do your research because I had to do my research on my own. Like, at first, I didn't know what it means until she told me. But when she told me, I did my research. Now I'm trying to do things differently. But always be there for your partner, even if it's something small. Always. Because she gonna be there for you always. Just be there for her. We're gonna be on this journey together. All that.
You want to say?
Yeah.
And I want to add, he tries to lighten my load. I'm not, you know, going into all that, but I'm just saying, like, he will literally try to lighten my load, and it helps me out a lot. Cause some days, like, he gets off at 3:30. I'm still at work, so he makes it to where when I get home, all I have to do is take a shower. If I'm hungry, if we gotta cook, the food is prepped, we can just. So it's all about. But I do that. I do the same. If I'm off work, I do the same. He'll make sure my clothes are ready. I try to make sure his clothes are ready. Like, it's just, you know. But yeah. So that's his little um snippet in here. So I'm gonna get back to talking to y'all. So, all right, I'll be back. This is the other half of the Williams signing out, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.